Hello, friends. Good morning. I am here with you to discuss the servant leadership. You know, servant leadership is the leadership style of 21st century, where the top leaders, are main aim is to connect with the people. They are more human centric. Their approach is completely human centric. So their purpose is to serve the people. There are a few principles of the servant leadership, and the first principle is to encourage the diversity of thoughts. You know, those who is serving now as a leader, their thought is to include everyone, every sector of people, every section of the people. So there must be a diversity in thought. Okay, this is the first principle of. You cannot say that Amazon will serve to a particular, I mean, uh, you can say location and particular people. Amazon is for all. Okay, you cannot say that the Ola is for few people. Others cannot avail the facility. So those who are leading the team of Ola, or those who are leading the business of the, e-commerce platform, their thought is diversity. Diversity in thought is very much important because they have to connect with the people. So how strongly they can connect with the people, that will bring more business, that will help to create, trust in people towards their business, towards their product, towards their services. Okay, so culture of trust is also one of the important principles of the servant leadership, because uh, there is a need to imbibe the culture amongst the uh, organization, in the organization, as well as amongst the audiences, among the target group, among the people whom they are serving. Okay, so there is a need for creating the culture of trust, and this is the responsibility of the leadership, whosoever is doing business in today's uh, era. So creating a culture of trust is one of the important thing that today's leadership need to be focused. Yeah, another principle that is very much required for the servant leadership is to have unselfish mindset. They cannot think about himself. Okay, they cannot think about his growth only. Okay, his business only. Okay, he will have to he will have to think about all the stakeholder, whosoever is associated with their business, with their platform, with their organizations. So there is a need to have unselfish mindset, because it's not possible in today's world to do the business, to run the organization without collaboration. So you will have to bring many stakeholders together for running your business, for leading your organization, for uh, enhancing the productivity. Because every stakeholder's role are very important. If you are unable to connect with the people, if you are not able to send the uh, SMS, OTP, or make transactions, for everything you need different stakeholders. So you will have to think about all the stakeholder, all the people whosoever is connected with you. So there is a need to have unselfish mindset, because selfish mindset cannot work in today's world. If you are leading a team, you will have to think about all the people. Okay, you will have to listen and understand even your people's need also, requirement also. Otherwise, you cannot retain the talent. Okay. You have one more principle which is very much important, and that is fostering leadership in others. Okay. So uh, I mean, uh, encourage others, encourage your team to uh, lead the, okay, because you may require many people, many talents, many, uh, many, you can say, uh, experts, okay, and every experts uh, representing different areas. Some are representing technology, some are representing uh, uh, other things, okay, other aspects. So you need to encourage them, uh, because you don't know, if you don't support your technology team or technology people, they will not support you. Okay, so you need to foster the uh, leadership. You need to encourage their, uh, talent. So taking all together, encouraging all together is one of the important things that servant leadership uh, should, have these qualities. I told you in the beginning that the main purpose of 21st century leadership, that we call the servant leadership, is to uh, serve the people with humility. Okay, you cannot run your business with arrogance. You cannot run your uh, organization with arrogance. You will have to be very humble. You will have to be very polite. You will have to listen others. You will have to understand uh, your partners, your stakeholders' challenges, their requirements. So you need to be more humble. You will have to be very, I mean, polite with the uh, uh, with the beneficiary for whom you are doing business. For example, you are leading a e-commerce platform, and their platform is to facilitate uh, to deliver the goods. Okay, so your customer connection is more important, and you cannot establish a good connection without a simple, without a humble approach. Okay, so serve with humility is also one of the important people, important aspects, important character, or you can say principles of the servant leadership. Okay, honoring others is also one of the important. You will have to show honor. You cannot disrespect. uh, you cannot disown. uh, you will have to pay respect to your people, your customers, because there are, so many opportunities available in the market. You are not alone. There are so much competitions. Many people are serving in the same field you are working. Okay, so when you will pay respect, when you will honor the others, honor people, the more people will connect you. It will help to trust the, build the trust. So honoring others is also one of the important. Yeah, you will have to give values to others. This is also one of the important, because when you interact with your stakeholder, whether they are the customers or partners or any, stakeholder, your duty is to make them realize that they are more important. You cannot run your organization without their support. So appreciating others, honoring others, encouraging others are also one of the important principles of the 21st century leadership. I tell you, one study was conducted by McKinsey uh, about the 21st century leadership. What kind of, behavior should have the 21st century leadership? Okay, and McKinsey has conducted this survey on 2 lakh employees uh, in 81 organizations. And What was the finding? The finding was, you know, four type of behaviors are mainly responsible for making the 21st century leadership more effective. And these four type behaviors are uh, being supportive. If their behavior is not supportive, they are not supporting to their clients, they are not supporting to the customers, their behavior uh, is not supportive towards the stakeholders, they cannot be successful. So being supportive is very much important for today's leadership. Okay. Another finding uh, of this survey was, the leader should be, their behavior should be more result oriented. Okay. If they are not result oriented, if they are not able to, uh, I mean, uh, if they are not able to uh, affect the results on product, and if they cannot leave any impact on the product, uh, they cannot be a successful. Okay. So their behavior should be more result oriented. How can they can influence the result? That is more important, right? And another behavior this survey finds that you know one type of approach, one type of leadership cannot be, I mean, relevant in the every business, every sectors, every the leader which is required in the uh, e-commerce may not be required. Their approach may be different from uh, this approach in other kind of atmosphere, because every organizations have different, I mean, area domain for operating. Some are working in the service industry, some are working in the product industry, some are working in other industry. So the leader which I mean who is involved in the production, and their approach, they may be successful, but their approach in service industry may not be very successful. So uh, this needs to be understood. People very frequently keeps changing their job from this organization to that organization. But if they don't, I mean, change their approach, they cannot be successful. So many people don't understand. Many leaders don't understand. Uh, they also need to change their approach. One approach cannot be uniformly applicable in every kind of operation, business operation. Okay. And one important this study finding was to solving the problem effectively. What do you mean by solving the problem effectively? A leader should solve the problem effectively means uh, I mean, they should be more innovative in solving the problem with less resources, less energy, and within a stipulated timeline, you can say. Okay. So how effectively you solve the problem without affecting your culture, without affecting your output, without affecting your team, without affecting your business. That is the uh, uh, effective problem solving. So this kind of behavior is very much important. This is the finding of the McKinsey study. Okay, leadership is not a, I mean, constant approach, constant style. It keeps evolving. Earlier, when there was the industrial age, where the leadership qualities was different, they had to play their role in a very defined and very structured environment with very uh, limited, I mean, resources, with limited contacts, limited stakeholders. But now the environment where the business are operating is completely different. I can say this is very complex. Okay. And in this complexity, if the innovative ideas are not applied, innovative approach are not adopted, then they cannot be successful. Thanks for watching. this video. Thank you. I hope this will be helpful for you to understand what kind of leadership is required in today's world.